Today we're uncovering the story of a mansion that was once home to Ali Lottie, known to many as the girlfriend of the late rapper Juice WRLD. Between 2015 and 2017, Ali shared glimpses of her life here on Instagram, giving fans a look inside the world that felt as mysterious as it was glamorous. But behind those images lay a story full of twists and turns. You see, this mansion wasn't originally built for Ali's family. It was constructed from 2008 to 2011 by a successful construction mogul for his own family. Designed with luxury and comfort in mind, it was meant to be a dream home. But tragedy struck soon after they moved in, when one of the family's sons passed away. Seeking a change, the family decided to lease their mansion to Ali Lottie's family, filling the space with memories, friends, and snapshots of her life. But just as quickly as it became Ali's temporary home, life here took another turn. The mansion's original owner, the construction mogul, eventually moved back with his family. But financial troubles loomed. He had put everything on the line for his projects, even using his house and cars as collateral. When these ventures fell through around 2020, the bank repossessed the mansion to pay off his debts, leaving it abandoned and relatively untouched. After years of sitting empty, the mansion was finally put up for auction. A new owner, also in the construction industry, bought the estate with plans to restore it and make it a home once again. Before the renovations began, he graciously gave us permission to explore the mansion in its raw, abandoned state. A rare glimpse into what Ali and her family might have experienced when they lived here. We'll uncover what remains from a time when this mansion held dreams of luxury, moments of loss, and traces of a world once filled with life. We had just arrived at the mansion, not knowing anything about it. We decided to fly a drone to see what it looked like. It turns out it was full of cars and construction workers. There was no way we could explore this without being seen. Looks like this house has not much longer left.
They seem to be just workers, so I think we could get permission maybe from this one.
Yeah, if anything, I'll pay him. We're about to go in the driveway and ask for permission. Hopefully all goes well.
Good morning, Extreme Builders.
Hi there, how's it going? She sounds like she just woke up.
Yeah. Dude, forget yes, I'm getting out of this car and I'm taking a little joy run around, bro.
Is this the owner?
Yes, it is.
We were interested in doing a video about the property before it gets rehabbed. Is that something you'd be interested in?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Not necessarily, no. Well, I don't understand. See, the reason why I'm so negative about it is I don't understand exactly what you're doing. You know what I mean? So maybe if you explain to me exactly what you're doing and what your purpose of it is before I let you on my property, then that might make a little more sense. You know what I'm saying?
Sure. I make YouTube videos exploring abandoned properties around the country. I tell the history behind it. I always, try to protect the location, make sure nothing happens to it or anything like that.
Because the house is already on some kind of YouTube channel. It's like on some abandoned mansion's YouTube channel or some shit. There were some kids there the other day tried getting in there, and then they tried breaking in 3 nights before, but I got a nighttime security guard that saw them and ran them off. But it's like, it's an insurance thing now because I got insurance on there. God forbid you guys go in there and something happens to you. It's an insurance thing. So like if I walked you through the house, it'd be a different story. But trying to go there when I'm not there, and it's a thing. And then like when you put it on YouTube, like say I walk you through it and you put it on YouTube, whatever. If they figure out where that house is and they try to go there at night without somebody being there, you get what I'm saying? Like from an owner's point of view?
We can wait to post it.
I totally understand that.
It's a nighttime security guard that works there every night because of that reason. Because the place was, 2 years ago, immaculate. There was nothing wrong with it. And then when it sat empty for the last 2 years and they got word that it was empty, all the neighborhood kids and like I said, these YouTubers came from PA and they were just destroying the place, like literally destroyed it. And now it's costing me over $1 million to try to put it back together because these kids just came in and destroyed. They flooded the basement. They destroyed it essentially.
I truly think if people knew that, like, we would be the last ones to film it, that it was being restored, and everything you're saying, I think that would change anybody's mind about coming here again.
So if you give me a call tomorrow when you guys come around, and I'll take you guys in the house and show you around. All
right. Well, thank you very much, sir. I'll give you a call tomorrow, I guess around 7 then.
Is that you got? What is that? Like a little blue, like Mini Cooper car? What is that?
Yeah, it's a Honda. Dude, you realize he can see you jumping for joy on the camera.
Dude, let's go. Yo! No way.
Yo,
Holy
dude.
cow.
Oh my god.
Dude, we got it, dude. We got permission, dude. Yo.
Dude, oh my gosh, that's amazing. Do you know how rare that is? That
Oh my god. Dude, I didn't think we were gonna get in there.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, he was really nice.
Yeah, dude.
Jeez.
Today we're at the former mansion of Juice WRLD's girlfriend. Now, as you can see, this place is absolutely massive. We actually got permission to explore this place right before it's gonna get completely renovated. The new owner was a really nice guy. We gave him a call probably a week or two. There's gonna be probably nothing left that shows that it's abandoned. It's gonna be completely revamped, completely lived in. And he was nice enough to let us inside, and I really respect that. I really appreciate that. So the story goes that this was built around 2008 to 2011. It took quite a while to build this place. It was owned by a man named Eugene Haas. He had two sons. One of them passed away, and at the time both the sons lived in the house. They were really young. The home was rented out for a couple years to Ali Lottie. She was Juice WRLD's girlfriend, and they both stayed here sometimes. I'm not sure how many times Juice WRLD has been in here, but I'm sure he was here a lot. And it appears she lived here with her family. Since then it's been abandoned, but it's been purchased at a sheriff auction by the new owner, and he plans to build this giant Gothic mansion. He's saving the original structure, so he's not building a new one, but this was originally intended to be demolished because the mold got pretty bad, especially in the basement, and because of people's vandalism, which is pretty unfortunate. But without further ado, guys, let's take a look inside this place and see it for the last time. I'll catch you in there. We are so excited. I couldn't believe this would actually happen, but here we are. I mean, you saw my friend jumping for joy. There's Enrique, Silent Hills. Shout out Silent Hills Exploration. But we're about to go inside here, guys. Take a look this way. Here's the front of the house. Sun's kind of bad, but wow. It's got a long winding driveway, beautiful fountain, and this place is huge. And then this goes back to, there's a guest house and a garage. Now the owner was telling me people kind of trashed this place. Right off the bat you can see somebody destroyed the fountain. What pointless destruction. And this guy is spending an extra, a lot of money to fix this, let's just say. I don't want to say the amount, but it's a lot. Because of kids destroying this building. Now look at the front of this place, guys. It's really cool. You got that window on the top. It looks like a castle, guys. It's really cool. It's kind of like, it's like a modern castle. This thing was built around 2008 to 2011. And there's actually some stuff left behind still to this day inside here. But doors wide open right for us. And yeah, I'm so excited to check this out. You could see kind of like the damage kids have done. They destroyed so many windows. It's really sad. Right off the bat, you can see a couple things kind of on the ground here. Just some stuff from that was inside the house.
And as you go inside and really look around the property, you're gonna see a lot of boards on the windows, and all those boards represent broken windows and just entrances people have made or just thrown, you know, rocks through just for fun. And those are about like $3,000 to $5,000 each. So we're gonna see a lot of boards, and that's a lot of money that the owner now has to, you know, spend to fix this place up.
Well, folks, let's walk right in here. Front door is open. It's almost inviting. You got the H. The old owner's last name was Haas, and you still see the original doormat here with his last name here. And as we walk inside, we're greeted with this beautiful staircase. Obviously some destruction from the local kids. And then you got this awesome marble floor. Some even graffiti on that. Luckily that could probably be just wiped off. And this plastic here is from the mold in the basement. When kids broke the window, all the pipes burst because it got cold out here. And the pipes froze and burst and completely destroyed the basement. So that's to keep the mold out. You got this awesome spiral staircase with kind of a rug there. That's really cool. A lot of this stuff here is going to be replaced. This house is going to be modernized. You got these pillars here as well. Some damage on the railings, unfortunately. And over here you got like a kind of a fireplace. And unfortunately more graffiti. You got some awesome kind of stone here. Looks really extravagant here. You can see some of the woods in there. I think that's fake wood. This is probably a gas fireplace. Just all the doors, all the windows have been boarded up from this senseless destruction, as you can see here. So guys, I want to show you the upstairs first. We did a little tour before this video started, but there's still more rooms I haven't seen. But what I did see upstairs, there's actually stuff left behind from the previous owner. So we can kind of look through that and see, you know, who exactly was living here, what were they doing, what were they using. You know, it's kind of interesting to see stuff left behind. You know, I thought it was gutted at first, but it's really not. It's really still intact. So let's go upstairs. By the way, look at the pattern on this door. You know, when you got money, you can really do some awesome stuff to your house, let me tell you. But here's the stairs going up. More graffiti and destruction, sadly. I love this spiral staircase, though. Wait till you see this view I'm about to show you. Oh, actually, the carpet extends. That's cool. But here we go, guys. Look at this room. These massive draping curtains and this huge overlook. You can see some of the stuff left behind has kind of been sorted into a pile. This is all going to get thrown away. And actually the owner told me he's going to completely remove this wall right here and make it even more wide open. And these windows will be removed and it's going to be completely made of glass. Isn't that something special? So back here you're going to get an amazing view of the pool when this is going to be fixed up. Now behind me, here's kind of a view overlooking the front doorway. This is so cool, guys. This is like such a beautiful home. And you can see that view. We'll get that view in some of these other rooms. So without further ado, guys, let's head into this room. Now this room has a lot of stuff in it. You can see somebody like threw a sledgehammer at the door. This is the elevator, guys. Take a look at that. That's pretty cool. You can't really see it, I don't think. Maybe you can. Let's see. It's latched shut. Kind of a safety feature on these elevators, indoor elevators. But here we go, guys. There's actually a lot of remnants of stuff left behind from the former owner. A lot of Lego sets. Apparently this was some sort of playroom for the kid that lived here. Officially, there was 2 sons that lived here, but I know there was other people that lived here as well, but officially there was 2 sons, and one of them passed away. There's all their old stuff still here, guys. Got a happy birthday hat, some cards. This was abandoned kind of a while ago, so we got some old games like Nintendo DS and Wii. Some CDs. It's been a while since this has been lived in. And yeah, just some puzzles and other kind of things. See, there's Far Cry 3. I think there's a 4th one now. Some more kind of kids stuff, just stuffed animals and old packages. These Legos kind of go for some money. I know that. This is all probably getting thrown out though. Darn shame. Look at all this stuff. Even the books, they're still on the shelf here. That's kind of cool. I wonder what it first looked like when this was abandoned before kids kind of destroyed this. Really cool. And here's kind of the end room of the playroom. We can get a better look outside the pool. I know you guys want to see that. I might sift through some of this stuff too when off camera and show you guys anything interesting that I found. But here's the outside, guys. This is going to be insane when we go to the back. It's insanely massive. So just get ready, guys. Towards the end of the video, I'll show you guys the pool.
2021 musical theater.
It's pretty recent.
Yeah. You want to open that? Look
Yeah.
through more. I don't know what this is.
Seems like the parts, the
Oh, they were
actors.
a theater kid. Let's see.
You can also see on the walls, these sons were sports fans as well. And in here, let's see, looks like just kind of a maintenance room. So nothing too interesting back there. Just a couple other things, mostly Legos on the floor. There's a weight. And then this was one of the guest bedrooms. Look at that. Curtains still got the drapes on them. There's a big pile of stuff here. Looks like mostly garbage. There's some shoes, stuffed toys, and clothes. Actually, yeah, there's quite a bit of clothes left behind in here. And other kind of personal items. Could imagine what was held in that kind of booklet thing. Got some children's socks. This is real interesting. Look at that, Xbox One. So when that came out, this was still lived in. So that was like, what, 2015 or something, if I remember correctly. Neato. Some nice jeans there. But yeah, let's kind of show you guys another look on the kind of outside here. Got the beautiful red trees. Look at that. Imagine waking up to that view, huh? This is really secluded. It's like a lot of acres. It's like 60 acres. Unbelievable. All right, Enrique's actually going up in the attic. He's gonna let us know if there's anything. You see anything?
No, I don't.
Empty?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So over here in the guest bedroom, there's a bathroom with a lot of stuff left behind here too as well. I know one of the sons actually lived in here after his parents moved out, and looks like this might have been some of his stuff. He might have even illegally lived here because I know the bank took the home, but I don't know for how long. It's kind of a mystery almost. We might have to do some more research in the meantime. But that's all his stuff in there. It's kind of odd. So now back to the main part. We're going to the other side of the upstairs. Don't remember if there's anything left behind on this side. We'll go take a look. This just goes on. It's like a maze. You got a closet on this side. This is probably more guest bedrooms. Look at that though. It's all real nice in here. This wasn't destroyed. We still got even some toothpaste and other things left behind. Maybe for when it was for sale. This is all intact, this bathroom. But man, people just kind of put holes in the walls and everything. I don't know why. So this is some stuff here. Looks like your average stuff. Phones and just kind of nothing. But we got these candles here to kind of keep people out, as you can see. This one's still on. Doesn't have power, but it will soon. But there's another view of the outside. Now that is a much better view than the other one. Also notice this really fancy fan here. But let's keep going here. See what else we can find. Looks like a closet, but there's not much in there. It's got these really cool windows. I know it's modern, but I really like these. So here we go, guys. So this was one of the son's official rooms. And you can see all this baseball memorabilia. The 79ers, Philadelphia 79ers. Oh, and there's even, oh, that's cool. Check this out, guys. There's even a football up here. That's a real cool lamp. Definitely a big sports fan, one of the sons were. And there's actually some stuff left behind in here. We have a hat and some other stuff still left behind just on the shelves. Looks like just as it was. There's some clothes. That's a blanket. It's actually kind of full of stuff here. We even have protein powder, which in my opinion, I would just eat meat. Yeah, a suitcase. I wonder what's in some of this stuff. I might shut the camera off and take a look through here. Some Philadelphia themed stuff. Again, Summit racing equipment. And yeah, there's a Bible there. On from that down to this bathroom. We've got a pretty big bathroom. Again, more soap and other things. What is that? Is it a pumpkin? Oh, that's just a pillow. Yeah, there's some stuff all in here. I think maybe a girl was also here because I think that's for girls. And what's crazy, you see this toilet right here. The owner was looking through this room with his son when it was abandoned because he bought it recently, and the bathroom was intact. He came back 24 hours later. The toilet was destroyed. Can you believe that? I would be angry. Looks like there was a whole big toilet paper backup in there. Yeah, I'd be real mad. This is gonna cost some money. Everything here that was destroyed is gonna cost some money. You can see this was all intact. This glass. That's another $3,000 gone down the drain that the owner has to put into this house because kids destroyed it. It's kind of crazy. There's like bugs have all gotten in here. Some scary bugs. Those are like wasps. They're all kind of dying because it's turning winter now. This is a cool room though, you know? Even if there's not too much left, you can really tell who lived here. Somebody destroyed all the panels on this house thinking it was alarmed, but there's no power. More stuff the owner has to fix. Over here, look at that, it goes down. We got this kind of part going down to the garage, I believe. And then here we have a laundry room. And look at that, some modern laundry machines and clothes still left behind. Someone's pajamas, it looks like. Nice kind of lamp up there. Yeah, just some kind of garbage, honestly. Not too much in there. I'll take a look at this drawer, see if anything's in there. Oh, there is. Got a couple things, but looks like just kind of laundry room things. Just kind of the scraps of the former owners. And look at this, folks. Got this awesome view going down. So here's another staircase. I think this goes down to the basement as well. But here we go, guys. It keeps going, believe it or not. Look at this. So we got another very large room in the corner. Closet here. Crawl space. Curious if there's any valuables still left behind hidden in these walls, but I doubt it. The owner might tell me later on when he's completely fixed this up. More windows just mindlessly destroyed. And we got another closet here for some toys, maybe. We actually have some furniture left behind too. Look at that. Some couches. The cushions disappeared, strangely. Don't know where those went. We also have, look at that, some fancy kind of coat. What is that, you think? Hard to tell. It's gotta be some real fancy stuff. It looks weird. Look, there's like mittens on it. Maybe it's just something to sleep in. And yeah, just kind of a big open space here. Real nice. Once again, I mean, this house is absolutely massive, guys. We just got so many more rooms to look through here. Really excited. But yeah, here's the other kind of view. It's cool they left some couches, some furniture. There's also a bathroom here we'll check out actually real quick. And then we'll start heading downstairs, I think. Here's the bathroom. The rugs are maybe going to be reused. Placed here. Got a phone kind of by the toilet. You'll notice that's a big theme in this house. I don't know why. Well, it was built in like around 08, so iPhone kind of just came out. So here we are back at the entrance, guys, and we're gonna head down to one of the master bedrooms here. This is the elevator. Now that doesn't open, I don't think. But here we have one of the bathrooms, kind of just as you walk in. A lot of folks with mansions, they always got bathrooms right by the front door. I think that's really convenient. I'd be using those a lot. We got kind of just an empty room. Looks like this was leisure time out here. So this was kind of the library and entertainment room for the master bedroom here. There was a TV, probably some couches, and got plenty of books here. There's a pool contract there. Don't want to show the address. The Divergent books. Maybe some other things left behind around here. We'll see. Probably no interesting files left behind. Another book and anything in here? No, just looks kind of like drywall because someone smashed that in from the other side. All right, well, so much destruction here. It's real sad. Let's head down to the master now. Real excited for this one. Look at this, folks. There would have been 2 mirrors here on each side of this bathroom. But let's just head right into it, guys. This bathroom is insane. Absolutely unbelievable. So we're gonna start over here. Man, someone smashed the glass on this. There would have been another TV here as you're sitting in your bathtub. Just real fancy stuff. All the marble here is kind of intact. We got this bathtub has been smashed, so apparently this is all getting gutted, so this isn't even going to be here any longer. This is from the old owners. It's mostly getting gutted because of the mindless destruction. Look at that. We got on both sides there's 6. This is real large bathroom. The tub isn't too big, but the fact that it's in the middle of this bathroom is pretty cool. Looks like people have been kind of walking here in the winter. Some mud there. Someone smashed the, maybe that was a handle. Someone ripped that off. But all this marble, it's real fancy stuff. This stuff costs a fortune, guys. Here would have been a glass shower. All the glass has been completely destroyed. You can still see the lines where the glass was sitting. It was epoxied on, it looks like. Here are the hinges. So it's all been cleaned up now by the new owner. He's getting ready to remove everything here. This is kind of sad. I do like this. I'm sure a lot of this stuff is going to get saved though. So we got actually 2 toilets on each side. This is the men's or women's, and then same thing for this side. And once again, we have the phones by the toilets. I guess that's to call different parts of the house. Maybe that also might be it. Sitting on the toilet on the phone, that's kind of funny. Toilet's intact though. Got another toilet here. Probably gonna be kind of the same thing. Yep. So here's this fancy cupboard. Again, marble on top. That's awesome. Somebody had to smash that, didn't they? This was all glass, smashed. Such a darn shame. But yeah, this is just so well made, so expensive. All this stuff here. Actually, now that I think about it, this was not a bedroom at all. This was a walk-in closet. So there was one bedroom. That makes sense. If you're a couple living here, you're gonna sleep in the same bed. So wow, a walk-in closet here. This is huge. It's like the size of an entire room. So right across from that closet, we got the master bedroom. Now this is open, so we're just gonna kind of walk this way. All the windows are gone. Unbelievable. They smashed every single one. But supposedly one of the sons kind of almost squatted here after his parents left, and this was where he slept, supposedly. That's what the new owner thinks. But this is the bed, the one bed that was in the house, and they kind of piled everything on here. It's all kind of nasty, so it's all getting kind of put in a pile, and then it's going to get probably ripped out of here some way, one way or another. This is actually kind of empty. There's not even a carpet here. I think they took it off because of the mold, so unless it was originally taken out, I have no idea. They also took out the fireplace, but the new owner didn't take out the fireplace. It was like ripped out like this when the mansion was abandoned, strangely. These will go for some money, so it does make sense. I'm sure they sold off all the TVs too, maybe. I have no idea. Look at this, it's so wide. All these rooms are so large. Also in the master bedroom, there's this kind of workshop area. Probably like an office. Nope, it's another closet. There's even The Outsiders, another DVD left behind. This room's kind of intact. There's some kind of random stuff thrown about, but here we go. So there would have been even more clothes in here. Anyways, let's head down to the kitchen now, and the garage, and some of these other big rooms. A whole nother side of the house to check out. Kind of reminds me of Nellie's mansion out in St. Louis. I love those large curtains though. Hey man.
This is insane. I mean, even though it's empty, you could really still get a great view of how the place used to look like, with like furniture and personal belongings and whatnot.
Yeah.
It's insane. Very gaudy architecture and just some woodwork around too. It's beautiful.
Gaudy's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
Here we got the kitchen. There's some red stuff there, but that's probably paint. Somebody ripped out the cabinet here too. But here we go, folks. This is the kitchen with this awesome island. Beautiful architecture, woodwork done to this. Even though it was built recently, it still has a real nice look to it. Unfortunately, you got to be wealthy to have nice features in your house nowadays. Someone took a hammer to that, it looks like. Once again, I think this kitchen is going to be gone. Man, this would have overlooked the pool. You would have been able to walk out there. Looks like that door still works. But yeah, this whole kitchen's getting gutted. Oh, and you guys are going to like this. I wanted to show you guys original photos from when the house was being built. The new owner found these in the basement. They're about to be destroyed by mold, and he's going to save these. So this was back when they were still building this. Take a look at all these. You can really see just the mass acreage of this property. It's unbelievably huge. There's kind of the guest house back there. There's kind of an overlook of the house. Look at the size of this thing, eh? Absolutely massive. Look at all the ground they overturned just to make that pool and outdoor patio. That must have cost a massive fortune just for that backyard. They could have left it all grass. They didn't. Unbelievable. They put a lot of money into this place. Looks like the same photo there. Here's kind of another photo from a different angle. And that's about it. You got some party cups here. I wonder if a party was thrown here at one point. Who knows? Sink has been removed already. And over here we got some log of when people kind of checked on this place from the bank. We got the fridges here. Look at that. This has to be a massive fridge. You know what I always do? I always check if there's food inside. Looks like not. Doesn't even, oh, it does smell bad actually. Obviously, it's gonna smell bad. They must have left food at some point. Oh, that smells disgusting. Oh, I can't breathe. Well, I'm waiting for the fridge to kind of, the smell to go away. I just want to say, man, this kitchen is something I'd love to have in my house, you know. Something like a big island and everything like that. That's something I'm going to have. And a nice kind of big bathroom, bathtub in the middle. It's all looking great. This is a property I'd love to have. The new owner rides dirt bikes, and he's going to kind of make a track around here. That's so perfect. That's like right up my alley. You know, having a big, massive plot of land, big acreage, and it's actually kind of cheap out here, you know, the further away you get from the city. So that makes sense. I also forgot to mention, nearby the kitchen is this dining hall. But anyways, there's a little pile of stuff here in the corner. Some of the owner's personal items. Look at that. We got a Porsche. That's pretty cool. Kind of Porsche poster. Neato. But anyways, I think we're going to move on from here. The smell kind of went away. I'm going to check out some other rooms real quick. Here are the stairs you kind of saw. All the way in that far corner of the house that just kept going on. We got what looks like a food pantry next to that, but no food left behind. Oh, and there's a rock here. The owner told me some kids threw a rock and it went all the way in this corner. It hasn't moved since. That's how hard some kids threw this rock. Plenty more rooms to look through, guys, let me tell you. We got over here, looks like some more storage, maybe for food stuff or whatever. Beautiful leaves that were carved into the wood here. Obviously, it's modern, so this is probably mass-produced, but not cheap by any means. We're near another bathroom. This is near the garage, so as you walk in, you have another bathroom to use. So many bathrooms throughout this house, but look at this sink. I love it. Fancy woodwork. Awesome tiling here. It's even got some beautiful patterns on it, as you can see. It looks great. We also got another toilet here, and even the toilet paper rolls. Look at that. That's all fancy too. Looks like marble and steel. Yeah, they don't make things out of copper anymore, sadly. Looks better with copper. So we also got kind of a, looks like a, what do you call this? A dishwashing room, maybe also for clothes. Washing machine room, there we go. All smashed and dark in here because the windows were destroyed. You got some kind of laundry detergent, Clorox, all that. Looks like nothing else, just kind of stuff left behind for the new owners when they probably put this house up for sale, I don't know. Outside of that, we got this closet. Probably just gonna be kind of destruction in here. No personal items. Looks like this stuff was actually came out of the fridge. And there was food in the fridge, as you can see by that disgusting stuff. So this was maybe for a small amount of time abandoned with everything left. And they even left the food in the fridge. All that stuff was kind of thrown in here by vandals. And finally here we have this very large garage. Look at this, 4-car garage. There's another garage that totals to 19 cars. So here we go, guys. Imagine the cars that would have been here. You know, Lamborghinis, Bentleys, Range Rovers. You can only imagine. And since the bank took over, they took everything out. They seized their cars, they seized everything. It's truly unbelievable. So yeah, it's empty. There's not much here you can see. And you can see maybe some tire tracks, looks like from a truck that was in this garage. People smashed these windows, not even to get in, just for no reason. And over here, we have the basement. So we'll go down there in a little bit. But let's start going outside and we'll check out that pool, then we'll head down to the basement. I'm gonna tell you right now, it's kind of gutted. So as the sun begins to come up here, we can really get to see the back. We got this long driveway with a parking lot at the end. You even got some lights here to illuminate this driveway. I'm sure there's even rods underneath here to heat the driveway up. I could be wrong, but this is just real fancy stuff here, guys. We got the workers out here, so this is all the trucks here. They're in the process of demolishing everything inside, and they're gonna completely gut this house. By the time this video's up, this house will be lived in, FYI. So don't come here. But here's the outside. Now I remember seeing a photo from Juice WRLD's girlfriend. She was right around here when she took a photo of her boat, her dog, and that was about 2017. So from about 2015 to 2017, she did live here. And this is where one of the photos was taken. So she came from money. But here's the outside. It's really cool. Look at that. Easy access. It's not like some place on the lake or something where it's hard to drive in. It's all big, wide open area. Easily park your car. Now here we go. We're gonna get to the pool. I'm really excited for this. I'm just mesmerized by how large this home is, truly. So remember that photo I showed you guys in the kitchen? That was all this land being removed. Think about how much that would cost. A fortune. It would cost a fortune. Got this overlook here too we can go out on just to kind of imagine what these people were experiencing living here. Got a big pile of scrap metal. Looks like the gutted walls and everything that was taken out. Even one of the fridges is out here and some of the lawn stuff. It's like cast iron. Yep, that's one of the fridges that was taken out. Actually, looks like that came from one of the bedrooms. No, that came from the basement. Basement was gutted, so that's what all this metal was from. Because it completely flooded. See the landscapers doing work as we speak. There's the guest, or the kind of pool house there. That one I'm really excited to show you guys, so we'll get in there in a little bit. We got this big pool here. Actually a secondary pool. Whoa, I didn't even notice that. I wish the cover was off. I could see how green it is. I'm really curious now. But this was probably like some sort of hot tub or something. Imagine, dude. Oh man. So yeah, it gets cold out here. It's cold right now, so you'd just be able to hang out here and still have a party with some warm water. There's kind of stuff thrown about here though. Some lawn chair stuff. Got some fake palm trees here with lighting. That's really cool. A lot of stones. This is what it costed a lot. Every stone, every single piece of work. Just the size of this pool, guys. Do you know how many people would be able to fit in this thing? Let me tell you, a lot. I'm kind of curious on how deep it goes too. It's a cool kind of, they got little chill areas on the side, kind of circular. You'd maybe be able to hang out with your friends or girlfriends, put a drink on the side and just kind of sit in the pool, and then probably gets deeper over back there. Looks like there's even another hot tub on the side we'll check out. Oh, there we go. There's one of the couches kind of in the corner there. We got also some stuff from the basement. They saved some of the glass. There's a little rip in the whole the pool here. But that is probably empty. I think the pool has been emptied now. Man, this is my dream house right here. I'm not gonna lie, folks. But yeah, look at this. So this was one of the other hot tubs. Real fancy stuff here. This would have been nice. It's kind of elevated too. You even got like a little fireplace here. You hang out with your friends here. Looks like a little bar almost too. Grilling, cooking, drinking. That's the life right here, eh? Real nice. Over here we got the pool house. I know you guys really want to see it, and I really want to see it too. So here we go. It's actually pretty large inside. So here we got the pool house. It is tall, very tall ceiling. Just to give you guys a little view, an idea of what it looks like. But here's a little kitchen they had here, and it's actually pretty intact. They really have a lot of stuff left behind in here. This is so awesome, guys. Actually, here we go. This was the fridge. So this fridge that was outside was in the pool house. They took it out. I guess they're gonna gut this. I have no idea. We got some cups and just kind of stuff you would leave behind if the house was for sale, I suppose. This is real nice though. Nice stainless steel everything. Probably some plates in there. Standing in kind of the kitchen area of the pool house. See that awesome light. Somebody smashed that. Not light, window. And then here we have, actually one of the TVs is still left behind. And this TV here, someone threw drinks at it or something. People always destroying every little part. I'm sure this TV's outdated and they're gonna replace it anyways, so it doesn't even matter. Oh, it's gonna cost them some money. On the ground here we got some inflatables actually, all throughout here. You've probably seen those inflatables already when I walked in. We even have another room back here. Curious, it looks like a bathroom. Yep. So this is a bathroom here in the corner. Kind of small bathroom, but really cool. They just got a bathroom outside too, like this. So this would be kind of the hangout spot too. It's all separate from the house. I really love that. Anyways, folks, last but not least, we're in the basement of the house. This is why I kind of saved this for last. It's all gutted. But this was incredible at a time. The guy showed me there was an indoor movie theater right here. Can you imagine? There was a whole bunch of stuff here. And this was kind of looking out right over the pool. This would have been really cool at the time. Of course, you can see on this door here was completely full of mold. And this is the worst thing and the first thing to fix. That's the elevator going down to the 3rd floor, by the way. Here's the kind of maintenance room. Right here in the corner used to be a bar, and you could see that complimentary wine cellar right there. So that's how you know there was definitely a bar here. Also, the guy told me. But yeah, there's really not much left. Anyways, I know you folks want to see it. Here's the guest house. They are doing work, so we're going to kind of avoid the bottom part. But the bottom part is gutted anyways. So here we are at the guest house. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We got more garages in the back, and they're doing some work here. But we're gonna kind of go upstairs, let them do their thing, and show you guys that other people also lived in this house, this part of the house. See, the lights are on. This is where the new owners are moving in. It's all gutted, as you can see. There would have been a lot of sports cars in here, I'm sure. Anyways, folks, we're at the top portion of the guest house. The current owners are going to move in here very soon, and things are getting prepared already. The lights are on, I believe. Maybe not in the top portion. But you can see this is all original. This is what it used to look like. Here's one of the bathrooms. Don't use leaks. Oh, there's Enrique there on his phone. But yeah. So let's go kind of to the main part. I would imagine, you know, maybe some distant family members would have moved in here and whatnot. But here we got kind of the kitchen area. You know, like I said, you know, this was just another place to live here. But man, they even have an island upstairs in a garage. That's pretty insane to me. Here we got this whole kitchen. This is all getting gutted as we speak. So it's probably one of the last couple days we're gonna see this kitchen. And it's all kind of just going after this. You can see all these morons, you know, spray painted stuff, everything like that. And then here it kind of gets real gutted. The floors getting removed. There's the original kind of paint. All the paint's still pretty nice. I mean, this is large though for a garage. For a living quarters on top of a garage, it's pretty large. It's like a house in itself. Even a house like this, I would consider large. You know, it's a guest house. See some more tagging. Not too much mold damage. Here we go. We got one of the bathrooms here too. I think the mold's behind the drywall, to be honest. This bathroom's largely intact. We got this nice purple and tiling. You can see they got workers kind of set some stuff up here. They're probably going to start installing things, but we got kind of the really crazy bathtub here. And here's like the sink. Pretty nice. It's pretty old. Look at that. This was like newly built and then abandoned. And it still looks new, in my opinion. There's that kind of nasty stuff on there. But here we have it, guys. This is the guest house to this mansion. And in a very short amount of time, the owner's going to move in. And, well, this place will no longer be abandoned. And there's the house kind of in view. You'll also notice there's mold on the window. which makes me think that there's definitely mold on these walls, so this likely all has to get gutted as well. Well, anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. This was such a special video because the owner allowed us in. I'm really so grateful for that. This place was absolutely massive, guys. All the rooms were so luxurious. It's truly incredible to see a residential building just meant for one family to be this large and this fancy. I think it's truly incredible. And the fact that Juice WRLD himself and his girlfriend stayed in this home is also another fun fact. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video, so thanks for watching. If you're new to the channel, if you liked the video, leave a thumbs up, and I'll catch you guys later. Thanks.
Subscribe to Sound Hills Explorations.
Do that too, yeah.
Yeah.
Today we're exploring an abandoned street of what once was 5 Texas ranches, all owned by different people. They all began to go abandoned starting in 2022 with this mansion, which is our center point of the video. This home, built in the late 60s, was a complete time capsule from when it was first built. It's almost like we had stepped back in time to a time period that no longer exists. Why were these homes all abandoned? And how could the owners of this mansion just leave it all behind? Let's find out. What's up, folks? Today we're hitting an abandoned mansion, possibly a neighborhood. We're at this development here, and looks like a lot of houses are getting knocked down, but most have already. Our first home was a strange one. A Corvette and multiple other cars were left. The stench of death was in the air. Wow. That is cool. Abandoned Corvette, everybody. That's a cool one. That's got to be a 90s Corvette. We also got a lot of other cars here. Pretty awesome.
It's got a red interior.
Red interior, wow.
Yeah.
Make sure there's no bees in there.
No.
Whoa. Even though it's not an 80s, I think it's still cool. I love all the Corvettes. Wow. Got those cool pop-up headlights up there. Nice. I like the always like the rear tail lights of these things too. Of course, we got plenty other cars here. Really neat. These have been sitting here a long time.
Oh man, sick. This was last registered in 1981, everybody. It's like someone saved the taillight there. These are all made of glass. Oh, plastic actually. Pretty cool.
This is got like an airplane on the.
Wow. Chevrolet. This one's a Chevrolet.
Pretty cool. There's another one back there. There's a house here. Walking around felt strange. There was a clear path in the woods and lots of trash from food products. Maybe somebody still lived here. Sealed. Okay. Someone might be living in here. We quickly moved on. There was a very old farm up ahead, and this one had many antique items left as well. It appears this whole street in the woods was lived in by seniors who had kept all their properties almost exactly the same for generations. Yet now, they were all abandoned. Lots of old stuff, so this must have been a little ranch here for cows. See, like there's a little old cattle cart of some kind. Pretty neat. Bunch of junk you would usually see at the ranch, you know. You'd see they're building all this stuff though. Just kind of ruins. I mean, whoa! What the poop? That's the weirdest thing ever. What's in there?
It's just the empty shed.
So I also got this. I think it's just a garage for the house. Yeah. Nothing in there. So here is one house. And then there's a mansion deeper in the woods, I think. Anyways, here's just one house. Actually looks pretty cool. It looks like
a house that's could be 100 years old. Wow. Yeah, this very well may be a very old property, judging by the kind of decay. There was a bicycle out there in that garage. Very old style looking Texas house. It's probably gonna be poop inside, but who knows. I really like this look though. Looks really cool. I mean, this must have been abandoned recently, I think. Just because they're building new homes here. But it is full of stuff. And actually very old stuff. Look at that. There's a TV there. That is one unique TV. Got a Singer sewing machine. Of course, this furniture, which has an eagle claw grabbing a ball. I wonder where that ball came from. Lots of other old things. Like, what is that?
Livestock show? It's like a wallet.
Nothing in there. You have this briefcase, which I think is empty. I don't think there's anything in there. 1979 Ford pickups. Wow. Oh, I love this. I think if it's getting demolished, I don't think they'd mind if I took this home, huh? What do you think about these trucks?
Well, those are sick.
Wow. That's cool. It's a cool magazine. What else we got? Another old-fashioned TV, it looks like. Furniture with some pretty unique designs. Ooh, here's the kitchen. Pretty empty, but older kind of vibes there. Huh, little Ferrari there. Yeah, I wonder if there's something that'll catch my eye here for sure. It's very possible. Here we got, looks like a bedroom. Old letters and bank statements or checks. There's the bathroom. What is that? American Centennial Association, 1973. Ain't terribly too much here, so guess we'll get a move on. Well, on from this property. Look at that. Quite the old kind of look here. Old ranch view. Well, the mansion's back there in the woods, I think. Here we are, folks. The mansion. Yep. Wide open for us right there. There we are, folks.
Finding out why these were abandoned was easy. However, finding out why they left so much was another story. This next home was frozen in time. Its owners left hundreds of home movies, priceless furniture, and thousands of family photos. Truth is, I knew the reason this was abandoned before I even flew out here. I found it on satellite. I even predicted these homes would be vacant before the images even updated. This was a planned buyout to build a new shopping center for all the new residents of a nearby subdivision. If you want to learn how I do this, I explain in great detail how I found places like this. It's located on my YouTube membership's highest tier, which contains tutorial videos. I also am making a PDF view on my website if you want to read. Work in progress there. But as for this neighborhood, I would soon realize not much was left of the rest of the homes. The mansion, however, was my biggest curiosity. What was the story on why it was abandoned before the buyout?
So before we get in, looks like there's another house up here, so I do want to check this out before we get up in there. Well, would you look at that? It's gone. It's gone. All right, back to the mansion. Anyways, this is like what you would see driving up to the place, so it's like, you know, it's like we were just walking up here anyway, so I guess we'll show you kind of what it looked like driving up here. So the driveway kind of split to that other house back there, but here is the actual driveway up to the mansion. You can see it kind of back there. Well, anyways, we're back here. This is kind of what it looks like from this angle. It's a lot bigger than it looks in the back, let me tell you. A lot bigger. Pretty cool. Very of the time style, if you will. Yeah, I don't know what style you'd call this place, but pretty cool. You got the Mediterranean, I guess. It kind of looks like old Mediterranean. Oh, look at that. Little bird up in there. Anyways, well, front door's wide open, so here we are. Alright folks, we're now inside the house. Place has got a crazy big living room here. It's a lot bigger than I thought, that's for sure. Let's take a look-see in here, huh? So this is pretty crazy. We got couches here, both looking at this TV up here at the window. And at first glance, I think this was quite the perhaps older person's home. You know, somebody born before me, that's for sure. This house had quite a unique style here, and there's quite a bit left behind. Right here was probably the original TV, and then they kind of moved to this TV here. Just see by the couches there. But lots of photos here. Sad part is I'm fairly certain this is going to get knocked down. I don't want to focus too much on the photos. I mean, got plenty of photos of everybody here. You know, it's crazy, like, see there's photos. This is like right here. Look at that. Right there. It's pretty cool. It's kind of sad. Well, there's like the father with his kid. All sorts of family stuff just left behind. And I think, you know, I don't know. What might have happened was the family here took what they needed from their loved one, and they just left the rest of stuff that they didn't need. But this is, I believe, abandoned for development. The crazy part is, I mean, so much is left here. Like, this room doesn't have too much, but start looking at all the details. I mean, there's some crazy rooms here. So much stuff. Domino's Pizza Hut. Obituaries. Something was cut out of here. But look, they even left the VHS tapes. These are all probably family movies, which is very, very sad that they didn't take it, the family. I mean, come on. This stuff's valuable for family history. I don't know what happened. But yeah, there's some really cool stuff here, guys. Whatever this is definitely like vintage because it's so heavy. It's not made of anything cheap. And look at that. That's definitely old. At least 20 years. Older folks usually keep like stuff like this. Which is crazy because this is like really perishable stuff, you know, or whatever. You just throw it away. But old people have these around. Over here, we have like a little wine cabinet or something. It's crazy to me. There's just memories all over the place. Compliments of Lockhart Auction. Oh, so this was their to-do list. Probably throughout the years. An old Perrier that's been sitting. What do we got here? Some kind of strange elixir. But that's moonshine or something, I don't know. Newspapers, another sign of, you know, a lot of people collect these who are much older than me. But there's just some incredible stuff here. Just looking around. Love this view. And of course you got the spiral staircase. Definitely 60s house, I would say. Definitely looks like a 60s house. Vacuum cleaner. So what I have noticed, there's some modern stuff, is while a lot is left, some things are not. So some things were sold off. So that's why I think a family went in here and just took what they wanted and left. But man, how do you leave some of this stuff? I mean, that actually might be reproduction, whatever that is. National Geographic, 2011. Crazy to think 2011 was a long time ago now. Now what the heck is this stuff though? like soil samples or something. I don't think it's ashes. Touches it. No, these are rocks. That's weird. There's like bags of stuff here. I don't know. But this was clearly like somebody's bedroom and they just took the bed out. Probably like for the family members, the younger family members. Because there is a stool for like a little kid to pee. Which makes sense. It's weird though. So much stuff is just like left just as it was here. Cool mirror. Definitely 60s vibes. I mean, look at all this stuff. Sad to see these fixtures go. Some people buy this stuff for good money. Do got a couple more rooms here. The upstairs rooms are pretty cool. I checked them out already. Somebody did that. Those are cool. I always like these. Yeah, they left a lot in these cupboards here. I think they left all the food. Look at these older houses, they all got this kind of unique style. I really like it. But, yeah, not much has changed here, to be honest. Update-wise. This is probably most likely original to the home, which is so wild. It's possible even somebody put these in here when the power was on, but they've since cut it off. But that is pretty neat. That this is original and pretty clean. This must have definitely come out when the house was built, so it hasn't changed much. Now this is pretty wild here. You see all the jars and everything, so they left all the food behind. I don't see a fridge. I think they took the fridge out because it was big biohazard. So that's where the fridge would have been. Anything up here? No. Yeah, so everything's left here. So it's like they took stuff and they left everything else completely untouched. Look at that, folks. Turtle wax. It's an old kind of logo there, so I don't know what was in here. Why is it in the cooking spot? Strange. Must have been some rings in here. I think people took everything though. Oh, that's pretty neat. I think those are for stuff you eat on. But yeah, all the food's here. I mean, you guys want me to see the expiration date? Well, you can take a look. Stuff hasn't really rotted that bad. This one actually is kind of puffy, but this one expired in 23, so it's actually been abandoned quite a long time. Pretty much untouched, which is cool. We got a mystery bottle here. Definitely something from the 1990s, eh? Look at that. I really like that older folks just never get anything new sometimes. We also have corn, pink corn. Never seen that before. Maybe they had corn over here or they bought it from somebody. Wine and, some of the other stuff. See, I keep hearing stuff over here. I walked past here multiple times. I just heard something else in the corner. I don't know. Some kind of animal. Hopefully a snake doesn't bite me. I don't think so. Ooh. What do we got here? Wow. Take a look at that, folks. It's a beautiful brass door handle with the key. Very nice. Very, very cool. It's original brass there. Anyways, now we will go over here. These are, okay, guys, these rooms are trash, but the rest of the rooms are pretty cool, so we'll get there. Clearly they had guns. You got the gun thing. Take a look at that. And this is quite cool. Look at these. These are Pepsi bottles from likely the 1990s. Completely intact besides... not bottles, cans. Completely intact besides being opened. Wow. That's pretty cool. I can tell these are from the 90s because if you look at the tabs, they're a bit larger than the newer ones. Everything cheaps out. Oh, but this is just kind of storage, I think, so let's get past this room. Now this... ooh, those bottles smell really bad. Oh, those cans, gross. So this room here... must have been a TV in this thing right here. Stuff might have been kind of slowly moved out. You can see the antennas, but the TV's gone, so I think those came in at 2. Here we have a tape. What kind of tape is this? Appears that this one is... Oh, it's undeveloped. This is an undeveloped film roll here. The reason I can tell is because it's not... maybe it is. Could be wrong, but I have a Bell and Howell one, and that is not the right fitting, but it looks like it is for a Bell and Howell. I got the 8mm. Sad. You'll never know what's on these because the family didn't care. This is from 1951, guys. But a football. Terrible. Yeah, isn't it quite sad? You just leave all this stuff. Quite sad. This furniture too. Pretty neat. Look how many home movies are here. Guys, if any of my family members passed away, I would totally like watch through all these. It must have taken a long time, but you know, nowadays we're all busy, but I'd still take the time here because you never know what's on here, and it's good to kind of see what your family's life was like. So kind of sad that they just left all these. Yeah, so many memories, guys. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. These have not been developed. Or these are for, those are for some kind of projector to project photos. Yeah, to be honest, there's so much stuff in here. I don't actually blame them now because there's so many movies. But then again, it's so much history, guys. It'd take a couple days to do this, but still, I'd look through all this. This is definitely the storage room for their film stuff and family members' history. Definitely looks like a little museum almost. What the heck is this? Something made of copper. You don't see that often, so it's got to be something vintage for sure. You kept this stone here. I wonder if this has any importance to the family, but well, I guess we'll never know. They might have been into stones, come to think of it. Let's look at this, bags of stones. Bags and bags of stones that are making me cough. Oh. Getting dusty in here. Yeah. Yeah, they might have had a whole archive of stuff for their family. That's crazy. Look at all stacked to the brim there. Really sad. This is old, so this is when the property was first abandoned. I think it was abandoned, left to rot, and then they sold it to the developers, and now they don't care because they don't own it anymore. But they left all their stuff. They didn't do anything with it. I almost wonder if there's a car in the garage. Sort of looks like it. You see, like, I always hope to get here before the car gets taken out. Those are usually the first things to go. See, there's like some tire tracks, so maybe a car used to be left behind here, but developers or somebody new took it out, so. But there ain't much in here. What is interesting, though, we do have a store shelf. So somebody along the line in this family took this shelf out of a grocery store when they were closing or something like that, brought it here, and yeah, they were using that. Kind of valid if you ask me. So that right there, we just went through the first floor. Shout out Big Banks with him as well. But yeah, now it's time to go to the second floor of this spiral staircase. Pretty neat. You don't see that anymore, do you? So up the stairs we go. You can kind of get a view here of the top. Yes, here is the view of the top floor. This is quite a large house. Definitely a mansion. Definitely a mansion. They keep getting bigger and bigger every year here. But this room is awesome. Let's go here. Holy family memories all over the wall. These people were very keen on archiving stuff. It's such a shame their family didn't care that much. But then again, so much stuff, like I said. Anyways, here is this really cool sunroom. I think this was an addition, if I'm not wrong. I think this may have came 10 years after it was built, maybe. Or maybe the house came like this. Who knows, right? I don't know. But they had a racetrack here. Not a racetrack, a train track. I think it's this thing. That's vintage, whatever that is. They don't make anything out of copper anymore. Some kind of cooking pan or something. But yeah, imagine what that would look like. See the raccoon prints on there. They took all these out though, sadly. I have a feeling some kids destroyed this place and Somebody came here and cleaned it up. It wasn't us. I do that sometimes, make it look nicer. This was quite the grand house, though, back in the day. You know, cool carpet there. But yeah, you could definitely tell this family loved antiques, and they kept a lot of stuff original in the house. I mean, even this has got to be 20 years old, 30 years old, something like that. Seriously, this got to be from the 90s, maybe even 80s, late 80s. See, they don't update, get new stuff, these folks. Wonder if that's silver, probably not, but there's definitely some jewelry in there. I think so many people have been in here now, so we're the first YouTubers in here, that's for sure. Look at this pool table they had here, though. Gosh, when was the last time you saw a pool table like that? That's like a real table here, and a real table, but it's a pool table. When do you see details like that on a pool table? I could be wrong, but I've never seen one like this. I wish I had this thing. It's even Texas colored. Would you call that the color of Texas? All the sand and everything. Anyways, definitely a style here as well. This chair, or desk, if you will. That's what it is called. Imagine just what this place looked like being the first to find this. A lot of this stuff, though, is probably just originally where it was placed. Like, this makes sense to be out here. Little exercise bike. It's got to be from the 70s or something. 80s. Cool. That thing is cool. I like the color. Always like the blue color that came out. They don't really have anything in that color anymore. You know, also this stuff, I mean, I just wonder. The lady might have even liked to sew. I think I think she liked to sew because maybe she made that, huh? Some kind of label printer, I think. Or a projector. No, this is a projector for those photographs. So if we were to take this home, we could see the photographs on the wall. They probably did that out here, but they also sewed. This is part of a sewing machine. That's what this thing is. It's sad people don't do that too much. But this is that room. I love this room. It's so nice. I wish I had a property like this, I'll tell you what. We also got this. It's weird. I don't like that. It's like... no one even spilled that. Some kind of liquid oil. Just making it more toxic.
It was extremely hard to find the owners online due to the land being owned and now connected as one by the developer. I usually always find this stuff, so it's pretty crazy I wasn't able to find their names. But I believe an old couple lives here, passed away, and after looking through what they needed, the kids left it abandoned. Then, later, sold the property to a developer to be demolished.
Sorry, my camera started overheating. Took some photos here, but we're back. I was telling Banks this place is like a place in France or Italy or something like that. Just the look of it and everything. Kind of looks like a castle on the inside. Of course, the American version of that. Got all these photos on the wall. It's very sad to see this. Anyways, this was an outlook at some point. See, a bird made a nest up in there. But these are so decayed. If you step on that, you're just going to fall right down. This must have been some kind of bedroom or just hangout room. Might have been the fella here or their kids. It's possible. I think this was their kids' room. They got married here too. Quite sad that they just kind of left this place. Oh man. Not much to see in that room though, I'll tell you what. But, gosh. This place is cool. There's actually some rooms back here I didn't take a look at. Kind of looked through this house before I filmed it. She's pretty. So for some reason they had two bathrooms next to each other. Literally frozen in time. Like from that kind of year the house was built. The pink is such a vibe for this place. Gosh, this furniture, it's painted. Painted and carved. All original there. Incredible. See, all this stuff is in there, neatly folded too, mind you. Somebody folded that and never moved it. That's kind of crazy to think about. We also got this bathroom right next to it. Well, I guess this one had a shower, but two toilets. bit strange. Wow. I love these picture frames or mirrors, kind of the outside of them. Very classical look. Love that. See the towels here where it was last placed as well. Also we got, somebody broke that, but there's some golden plated plates there. I think they had that on the wall. Now these might be the master bedrooms here, one of these, but we got this bedroom here. Still closing the closet. Almost looks like a military vest. Jones, New York. Probably not. We also, well, there's the bed frame, so I think they sold the mattresses, but then again, well, this bed frame definitely came from a while back. And actually, this room isn't as empty as I thought, come to think of it. Looking over here. Wow, that's got to be a colorized photo. Probably one of the people here. Really pains me to go through this stuff, but then again, if no one filmed it, no one would know it existed. So I think that's inside this house here, guys. They had a whole family photo that probably dates back to from 80s through 90s, I would say, early 80s. A lot has changed since that time, and now this house is going to be bulldozed. I mean, unbelievable. There must have been no new houses here back in the day. You can definitely tell they must have had an estate sale here, so they tried to sell what they could. See that fragile, please don't lean. I actually did lean on this, but oh, they don't build houses like they used to, I'll tell you what. Gosh, this would go for some big money. Really unique. There's a ghost in here, guys. Oh, it's just the wind. I don't believe in ghosts. This part is cool, though. You can see this is all set up. Guys, we literally didn't set up anything. That's crazy. That might have been the guy's father who lived here. I mean, these people have likely passed away, I think. Wow. Look at that. More vintage furniture there. I actually sat there. I was waiting for Banks to film his video. There's that kind of same family photo. And that was literally taken right there. Pretty crazy. That must have been grandparents here, or I guess I could show these photos, but grandparents or even great-grandparents or parents, something like that. The fact that this is painted makes me think this might have even been a record before photographs. And they just left it. I can't believe that. I can't believe that. Anyways, here's the last room. I don't know which one was the master, but there's no more bed in here. There's quite a bit of stuff in here. See all the boxes? It's like the family was packing some stuff and they just stopped caring. But a lot of this stuff, it definitely looks like women's stuff. Somebody painted that there. But yeah, like the decorations and stuff definitely seems like it was from a woman. Could have even been the daughter for all we know. But quite sad here to see all this stuff like this. None of this stuff interests me. It's all cheap. Except this furniture. Look at that. Well, anyways, folks, I think that's going to do it for today's video. Sorry I don't sound too enthusiastic. This is a really cool house. I'm just really a little bit pooped out today. But you see it over and over again, but it's still cool every time. If this house was in my neighborhood, I'd be ecstatic. Just be cool to like come here over and over again. Just kind of relive the memories. It's quite a beautiful home. They don't make them like they used to, I'll tell you that much. And the same thing will happen to newer homes in the future being built now. It's like they'll become outdated and get destroyed. I wouldn't call this house outdated, but you know, that's just the way I'm saying it. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys later. And, well, peace.